3 years had passed since the night Adaeze discovered the truth about her bloodline, the ancient power of the children of the sun that flowed through her veins. Under the guidance of Mama Ijeoma and the wisdom of the ancestors, she learned to control the light within her. The glowing warmth that once frightened her became her strength. She could summon it at will, to heal, to protect, and when needed, to fight. The frightened girl who once fled into the river was gone. In her place stood a woman, strong, confident, and calm like the morning sun. The people of Amoke had grown to love her. They called her Nwanyao, the daughter of light. For 3 peaceful years, Adaeze lived quietly, helping the villagers and guarding the land from danger. But far beyond the hills, in the king's palace, her name was still a forbidden whisper. The king had never forgotten the night her family was destroyed. In his heart, he still feared that one had survived. Then, fate shifted once again. One day, the king of Amoke received visitors, royal messengers from the very palace that had once hunted Adaeze's family. They came to discuss trade and alliances, carrying gifts and scrolls. Among them was Okafor, one of the king's oldest guards, a man who had seen Adaeze as a child. As the villagers gathered to welcome the guests, Okafor's eyes wandered, and then they froze. There she was, standing beside the village chief, radiant and confident, with eyes that glowed faintly like amber in the sun. His blood ran cold. It's her, he thought, the girl who was supposed to be dead. He said nothing. Adaeze never noticed him, but that night, Okafor rode back to the palace, his heart heavy with fear and disbelief. When he reached the king, he knelt and spoke softly. "My lord, the girl lives." The king's eyes widened, his old fear returning like poison. Then she must be captured, alive. This time, she will not escape. That night, as the moon hung low, the king's men moved silently through the forest. They surrounded Amoke under the cover of darkness. Adaeze woke suddenly, her heart racing, the air thick with danger. She could feel them closing in. The fire within her fled to life. When the soldiers burst through the gates, she was ready. The night exploded with flashes of light as Adaeze fought fiercely. The power of the sun burned in her hands, every movement graceful yet deadly. She struck down one attacker after another, her eyes blazing with defiance. But there were too many. She fought until her body ached, until her arms grew heavy and the light began to fade. Then, through the chaos, came the sting of betrayal, a sharp pain slicing through her back. Adaeze gasped, her knees hitting the earth, her vision blurred, her glowing hands flickering weakly. The last thing she saw was the moon, round and bright above her, before everything went dark.